Knights and your Humber Hawks. It is senior night, and today we'll be recognizing some of the for men's soccer. Provincial champion, a 2022 OCAA Championship Most Valuable Player, and a two-time national champion, and is expected to graduate from sport management. Congratulations, Keegan Wilson.
I mean, I left my phone in the car.
Hello everybody, welcome into the Ontario Soccer Centre in Vaughan, Ontario for the final home game for the Humber Hawks as they host the Niagara Knights. Zach Benoit alongside Federico Liao. And Fed, you know, it's been a good season for these Humber Hawks. Look at their record 6-0-2. And I mean, playing some good soccer right now.
Yeah, running strong now into the end of the season. So, last home game, important to finish off on a high note here, especially on this senior night. And last game here for Keegan Wilson after a solid 3 years. Starting from a player who wasn't necessarily a starter or a main piece during his first year, and then during the winter season kind of picked it up a little more, showed what he could do, and heading into 2019, I believe 2021, he was one of the solid pieces in our back line, and here he is again. Unfortunately, I think he's resting today or dealing with a little knock, so we won't see action from him.
So we'll just step aside for a second for the playing of the national anthem, and then we'll get things underway between the Humber Hawks and the Niagara Knights. And we'll slowly get things underway, but like you were saying, it is seniors night here, and the fifth-year player Keegan Wilson on his final home game. We mentioned he's not going to be starting today. I'm not sure if it was because, you know, just a rest game or if it was possibly the yellow cards from last game, but for now he will be resting in his final game. And Dwayne Bowles, our P announcer, was listing off some of the accolades. A two-time CCAA national champion and a two-time OCAA provincial champion. He was also the 2022 OCAA championship MVP. Those are just some of the accolades from Keegan Wilson. We thank him and hope he continues to have a good career post-Humber Hawk. But nonetheless, we'll get the action rolling very soon. Both squads, like I mentioned, it should be a good one. Humber looking to kind of end the season off on the right foot. They currently only sit behind Conestoga, who's 8-0 on the year.
It'll definitely be a windy one here today, as we can feel it in the box.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been here at the Ontario Soccer Centre. Last time we had the curtains up. Couldn't really see anything. Half of it's down now, so should be able to see at least a little bit better.
Yeah,
We'll just get hit in the face with the wind. And not sure if this is how it's been for you, but this is how it's always been for the broadcasters. Getting
This is new to me. I'm
smacked
just,
in the face with the wind.
I'm just a freshman at this thing, so I don't know if you guys can hear me.
So the Hawks will play this final home game, and, well, it's going to be a big one to end off the season. On October 14th, they head out to Conestoga, as that one should be a fight for the ages, really, of just who will prevail. Get the action underway here at the Ontario Soccer Centre. Humber going to take control first and try to set the pace for this one, the final home game of the 2023 regular season.
Yeah, we see the return there of Santino De Bartolo, who was dealing with a hamstring injury early in the season, and good to see him back out there on the right wing there.
Trying to drive up here on the right side, Medeiros. Again, it's been a good combo. Nice ball through. On the net, just missing that left post.
Nice little ball there by Danny, chipping in Christian with using the wind to his advantage and getting a good chance in the box, just hitting it, skying on it a little bit.
Niagara now trying to prevail in attack here up on the far left side. But good pressure right there at midfield. If you want to dive a little bit into the stats and look at the goals scored and for and against, Niagara 6 goals on the year, 33 allowed, and the Humber Hawks 28 and only 5 allowed. So a little bit opposite sides of the spectrum right here for these two teams. Humber will try to strike early, and penalty looked like called right there on the sideline. Kick in here from Danny. It's going to get caught by the wind off the crossbar. Play back, trying to find an open man here. Out wide once again to Danny. Cross in, but the Knights' defense is there and holding strong. We'll try to exit out of their zone here. Again, very windy day here. Cool breeze in late October. Final game.
The wind's showing how strong it is today with that Danny corner free kick on the side there, hitting the crossbar. Keeper unable to really see it.
Yeah, it looked like once it went up into that jet stream, it just kept carrying, and eventually, like you said, it hit that crossbar. Kicking around
there,
here.
trying to build out the back, getting caught.
Space and nice move to come out of his box right there. I believe That's Ezekiel Carrasco making a nice save. So early on, we've seen both sides have some good chances, but again, defense kind of being the main factor early on. Niagara pushing up here on the right side, trying to create some space. Good 1-2 passing right here, but heavy pressure. As Danny Medeiros dropping all the way back to play defense here. Trying to find any openings here right now are Humber, and it's kind of that pick away slowly. It's what we've really seen out of this team over the years, is slowly kind of pick away at the opponent's setup, try to find any hole and break through it, and they're so very good at that. You can see the banners behind, the national banners, back-to-back champions in 21 and 22.
Santino showing a nice little burst of speed there. Showing what he does best. Working down up and down that line, beating his players and looking for Damien K.
And again, we know how much speed is on this front line. You talk about Santino, Damien K, Danny Medeiros. All three of those guys just have that speed burst that can kind of clear any zone and have a very good attack. Humber's utilized it well all year long.
Light's looking to split that midfield there, but gets intercepted. Noah McIntyre does a good job to get it back.
Great open space here on the left side, but it looks like offside will be called.
Pinto just a little too quick there to try and break that line.
I'll get it back to you. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, it's like super. You said the tilt on. No, everything's like. I think it's just, it has to be just the tripod.
And again, Humber doing such a good job holding command of this game. Really, they're pushing the pace, not allowing the Knights to get anything really set up. Niagara's had that one outburst where they had a chance on net, but it was a nice save by Carrasco. Other than that, Humber has just been in firm control.
Play on, says the referee. He finds Damien, but he's offside. Actually, the referee pulls that one back as there was no advantage. There will be a free kick from about 35 yards out there on the right-hand side. Good opportunity here for the Hawks to swing one into the danger area.
We'll wait to see here what the wall is, but Fed, with the wind blowing to your back right now and all that, were you looking at trying to set somebody up inside, or would you look to try to get the goal right here?
No, here you could definitely, it'll be tough for the goalkeeper to judge with the wind, so use that to your advantage as it'll come back square across the face, and maybe you could find someone in the back post.
Looking for Noel right there, couldn't get it. Good play once again by Niagara to kind of shut things down. Holding strong here is that back line. Pinto trying to find something. He'll go over to Medeiros.
Swings one.
Isaiah in the box, but gets a foot on it and it'll just go out of play. Looks like out of bounds there on that far side of the field, throw in there quickly by Niagara. And 10 minutes into this game, we haven't really seen a lot of offense. It's been more so of kind of like a feeling out process between these two squads to really get things going. Humber, though, as I mentioned, in firm control. It's been everything in the attacking half.
Good ball there. Noah finding the other Noah as he beats his man and puts a good ball in the box. Oh, good save by the goalkeeper there to deny Christian off the first time volley. Great chance there for the Hawks.
Yeah, amazing strike right there by Kasheshian. He just couldn't get it to the back of the net. Sometimes you just gotta tip your cap to the keeper.
Keeper didn't have to do much there, just stand strong as it came right to him. But if you can see that chance go a little bit to the side, I'm sure it was a goal.
Looking at some of the stats here on the squad, Christian Kasheshian actually ranking 3rd right now on the team with goals. He has 3 on the year, 7 points. Humber trying to go up that right side, but couldn't get anything through. Again, it's a beautiful day here. It's basically mid-October, fully into fall now. If the wind wasn't a factor, it'd be a little bit warmer. But playing into that, so far we've already seen the wind play a factor. One was on the Medeiros cross and just kept sailing to that crossbar, and then we saw one as well on the cross into the box, just saw getting away from Isaiah Noel. So roughly 12 minutes in here, Fed. What have you liked out of both sides so far?
So far, Humber's come out very strong with 2 chances with Christian there. Could definitely be 2-0 in the first 10 minutes. And Niagara just kind of taking the blows right now. Not really sure that they're able to deal with this Humber midfield or attack right now. And that center back, number 15 at the back, is doing a good job so far just to kind of clear out those through balls that they're attempting. But I expect a Humber goal soon.
With the way the pressure has gone, you'd expect one to be coming here very shortly. Again, Humber has been in this offensive half nearly the entirety of this first half. We're just approaching 13 minutes here, and Humber really has had firm control for almost 12 of that.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of the build-up come through Danny Medeiros there, doing a good job to find his players out wide and kind of stretching, having the most success when they stretch Niagara a little bit, even on those second ball wins in their final third, just as we did right there. Santino with another good ball.
Just get through. Pinto now. Kasheshian can't find anything. Danny gets a strike on it, but can't get enough.
And again, that's that right-hand side with Santino finding those good balls in the box and finding no one on the end of it is going to be a little frustrating there, but they continue to push.
You got to think a little bit lady luck on the side here of Niagara so far. Like you mentioned, we've seen multiple good chances by Humber, and it just seems one little aspect just can't get it to fall. Heavy challenge right there on the right side, no call, and go out of bounds, and looks like it'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, Niagara recognizing the threat Santino's creating down that right-hand side, almost triple manning him there, and doing a good job there to get it off of him for the goal kick.
Does go out of bounds. Did Pinto touch it? No, he didn't. So Humber will have the throw in here, and they'll go use it quickly.
Good execution on the press there, recognizing their cues and not letting Niagara build out comfortably at all. So far, I don't think Niagara's completed a pass in the attacking half so far.
And again, it's that little game plan that Humber has, and we've seen it for so many years now, where it's just you slowly pick away at the opponent's setup and what they're trying to do, and then that's when you start pouncing. You know, make them tired, have them on their back foot, and then you strike.
That's it. And like we spoke earlier in the season, it seems like Mike Aquino's emphasizing a lot on this defense here, on this pressure, their press, and not allowing teams to build up and create chances in their own half. Keeping teams in their half will suffocate them over the course of the game there. So if they can keep, like you said, prying away at that defense, sooner or later that ball will break.
Then you also have the confidence of just all the players in general here. You see how far pushed up everybody from Humber is. Even the goalie pushed up there almost towards midfield. It's just confidence, and you know, you always have another defender. It kind of feels like if Niagara gets the ball and tries to push up, well, Humber just keeps having bodies to defend that. Nice move here, and gonna try to get some of the inside. Danny, nice little pass to Pinto. He's gonna try to get it to inside, but can't. It's off the back. It looks like it'll be a throw in again on the left side here.
Nice slight tackle there.
Looks like Isaiah's going to try to step in here at the front post, get a little bit more height inside of the box. Throw goes a little bit short, but they were just planning to try to hit Isaiah there. Good step up here, holding it here in the offensive half. Cross into the box.
Just offside there, trying to cross that one in.
Held strong, and Humber, again, it seems once they get to midfield, they just can't get out of their zone. Could this be the first time? Yes, it is. Niagara on the offensive half, try to cross it to the middle. Nobody's there, and Isaiah Noel takes it away, but a little step move here. Trying to set up a through ball, but Humber's defense holding strong. First real test, shot on net, nice dive and save.
Noel there getting a little too comfortable on the ball and getting stripped from it, giving Niagara just a bit of a half chance there from just the top of the box. The shot was just a little off target. Easy save there for Ezekiel Carrasco.
And that's probably the most offense we've seen up until this point for Niagara, that chance right there. Let's see if they're able to work on it, or if Humber can kind of read that push and just shut it down again and just hold the command here.
Yeah, Humber's got to keep that pace up, especially on those opportunities where Niagara pushes up just a little bit more and leaves themselves a little bit more vulnerable as they counter. If they can pounce on that open space, then they'll be a little more comfortable in that final third, as opposed to now when Niagara's got maybe 9-10 guys behind the ball.
And you know, right now the confidence side, the momentum side is all sitting on Humber. They have all the confidence in the world right now with how they've played. They have all the momentum with how much they've controlled the ball and kept it in that offensive half. And you know, if Niagara were able to strike on the two chances we've seen so far, it might be a little bit of a heartbreaker in the sense of that momentum can easily just shift over to the Knights.
Leitch with another long throw here. Always a big threat when you're able to get the ball into the box from dangerous areas.
Shot on net, diving save by the
Rebound.
keeper. Danny tried to step up right there, but couldn't get to it. Another heads-up play by the keeper right there for the Niagara Knights.
Yeah, McIntyre, let's have a look. Gets the ball dropped right on top of the box. It's a ball off his feet, shoots it low. Keeper does a good job to still see it through the crowd of players and not giving off a big rebound for Danny Medeiros to pounce on.
I believe the net right now is Sean Darracott. DK, heavy kick, but can't get it through the bodies.
Again, another good opportunity for Humber as they're able to get that ball in the box into their danger man's feet. We can get a decent touch off his feet and power it through, but it was well blocked there for a corner. With the wind blowing behind his back, Damien K will be taking this corner.
Try to see if you can get any height here on the back post. Looks like Isaiah will just be kind of set up in the middle here.
Good ball. And that's exactly what you called for. Isaiah's just such a big presence in the box, standing 6'2", 6'3" there, and just can't get over it and down into the net.
And it seems on these crosses here that they've been using Isaiah a lot, trying to get something inside. Wanted a call there. No call made. It looks like a little Nathan Smith. A little bit of a conversation going on between the refs and the coaches for the side of Niagara. They're believing that a call should have been made right there, possible penalty, but and again, Humber holding strong here. Thomas Joseph right there trying to get something in and setting up a play on the far right. Good display of passing right here to create some open room. Medeiros sets up Pinto on the far left. Crossed it in the box. Can't find a body.
TJ.
Nice little move. Goes right to Danny. And you see the curve on the shot. That not only does he put some nice curve on the shot, but the wind playing a big factor there as well.
Yeah, just overhits it a little too strong there, and you see what he was trying to do to get that wind behind the ball and sneak one into the far right-hand side.
You can use the elements into your favor, why not do it? And we've seen Danny Medeiros do it so far today. He's had a good game, holding strong on that front end. We're about halfway through here of this first half of action at the Ontario Soccer Centre in Vaughan, Ontario, and the final home game for the Humber Hawks here in the 2023 season.
Pinto.
Ooh, that one just missing Luca Pinto's head. And again, with all these chances, you gotta think, Fed, one of them will finally land, and it kind of just seems that Humber, they're doing everything they can, and it's just one aspect of their attack is just not falling through for them.
Yeah, they're definitely probing all different types of attacks here through crosses, side stretching the ball out through the middle, finding those little chips in between, even through the set pieces. But so far, Niagara doing a decent job to handle the steam coming from Humber and maybe getting a little lucky on some of those chances, but so far 0-0.
Holding strong and some big saves off of Sean Darracott in net for Niagara. And I think the key thing of what you just said was they've been attacking, but they've been attacking in so many different ways. And I think that's the important thing to look forward and for the rest of the game here is just how will Humber continue to change up these attacks, get different looks, because everything just seems like a different kind of play, different kind of setup that they're doing.
Exactly, and sometimes you're just testing the weaknesses of the other team to see what you can really exploit. And so far, I think the wings and using the width of the pitch just to stretch that Niagara defense that's sitting so far back will be the key to this game if it continues in the same manner. As you can see, Pinto very wide here, mixing it up between taking his player on and combining through the middle. As they patiently build around.
Patience is the key right here with these Humber build-ups. We kind of been seeing it.
And Niagara doing a good job still being patient to maybe let Humber give them the ball a couple times, but they just can't build out the back under that high pressure. Santino.
Nice move out there by Santino, but can't get anything set up again. It was Christian Kasheshian setting him up over there. Step in front, but foul will be called.
And Lights just missing that one, letting the ball go through and getting the player. Referee deems it a foul, giving Niagara a bit of a breather now.
So we saw Niagara break out roughly around that 19-minute mark. They had that one chance. Here, they're trying to have another as they push up the field. Can't get anything through. Again, that back line of Humber holding strong, and this might be a counter right here. Humber has great speed on their attacking side, but they'll elect to just kind of slow it down, play it on the back line, and again, make another setup.
Madero's under a little bit too much pressure there, deciding to go back. And here was Niagara again.
Hard play on the ball. Ref will elect it to the Knights. And again, it gets very dangerous. If you're Niagara and you're pushing up far, you got to be ready for this counter by Humber, and we've seen it twice. Yep. Again, Danny has just been everywhere so far in this game. The offensive side, he's setting up plays, and on defense, he's holding strong and causing havoc in that midfield. Just out of the reach there of Joseph, couldn't get a foot to it.
The foul referee says advantage. As Isaiah is able to run that one off and play with Ezekiel, but it actually just came off for a corner. Referee will revisit that late foul just before half.
So this might be the best chance we see Niagara get. We'll able to get a set piece there over on the far left side of your screen. But again, like I've been mentioning, you got to be aware that if Humber is able to get this ball off this corner, you got to have defenders back, because Humber, well, they got speed and they can counter.
Exactly, but so far we haven't seen them do that just too well. Just to pounce on that counterattack a little quicker, getting the runs in behind, really pinning the other team back and not allowing them to track back. But no stress and no worries in keeping possession of the ball as well, as they do chase that first goal. Corner here for Niagara, as they do have some decent height.
And the wind playing a big factor here in the broadcast booth. It's only been picking up here as the game progresses on. We're just waiting here for Niagara to get things set up and the ref to give the go-ahead for this corner kick.
Yeah, in these wind conditions, you can definitely use it to your advantage. Trying to whip one right into that danger area, into that 6-yard box, and forcing the goalie to come out or one of the defenders to make an important clearance.
Whistles up. Here's the corner from Niagara. Into the box, on the back side, just gets over the bar. Could have been a great chance for Niagara to jump out ahead there, but a strong setup. We'll take one more look at it here.
Yeah, great set piece. As you see, swung right into that 6-yard box as he tries to leap over that Humber player, but just can't get over the ball again.
So again, with how the game has gone to this point and how well Humber has played, if Niagara was able to strike on that one, how much of a momentum would that bring to the side of the Knights?
It would definitely bring them a lot of confidence and comfortability, as what they've been doing so far seems to be working. Sitting nice and deep when a low block, just not giving Humber too much space through that middle. And if they were able to pounce on a set piece, I'm sure the momentum would change quite a bit here. But nevertheless, Humber still has all the weapons here to unlock that defense.
And again, it looks like a throw on the side, and they're going to set up Isaiah at the close post. And it just kind of seems if there's a throw in that close, you get the tall body right there. Danny trying to set up something here, but 2 defenders on him. DK can't let it go, and ref will call that as off of his arm.
Yeah, just a little bit out of his reach there. Tries to chest it down.
One more look at it right here, and nice play. Danny just couldn't get to that ball. And then there's the very end of that replay. You see the arm. Damian K hit the ball. About 15 minutes remaining here in the first half. And again, it's been a really good half for Humber. They've had control basically the entire time. Niagara, though, well, you look at the corner kick they were just gifted about 2 minutes ago, 2-3 minutes. Almost capitalizing on that one. And, you know, we're finally starting to see Niagara break out a little bit more. And if you're Humber, the real question is, well, how are you going to adjust to these different strategies you're seeing from the Knights? Free kick here on the far deep left side of the field. And again, the wind to the backs here, the players. This could benefit them here if they try to get something into the box. Kind of see guys setting up on that far post. We've already seen the ball get kind of soaring throughout the sky with the wind. Cross in, looks good.
Rebound.
Open chance, shot on net, gets deflected away. A little bit of miscommunication. Looked like Carrasco wanted to dive and get that one, but the defender was just going to kick it away.
Niagara doing a good job here on set pieces to put the ball in dangerous areas, and Humber not dealing with that second ball after Isaiah was able to clear that one, but giving Niagara a good chance for a rebound, and even a third chance that was deflected out for a corner. And they'll come again against the wind down now this time. It'll be a bit more difficult to swing this one in. Niagara not shying away from putting numbers into this box right now.
And you look at where they're setting up. Everybody, it kind of looks like they're setting up in the middle to the back post. Here goes the cross. Into the box. Good clear out there by Joseph.
Yeah, the wind held that one up just a little bit. Humber doing a good job to deal with that one.
Kick down and far out of play.
Niagara with no nonsense defense here. Just
thrown down and back into Niagara zone we go, trying to get something going. Pinto keeping it alive, but it'll just ultimately get cleared down the field. Not for long, and out of play here on the close side.
substitution, I believe, here coming from Niagara Knights. Tough ball here. Christian's able to get a hold of it as he's pulled down, but referee says play on. Great job there by TJ to get that one back. Damian Kidd tries to hold that one up, but it's just squeezed by that Niagara defense.
And again, it just kind of seems Niagara is starting to close up in the midfield. If you're Humber, look to go back to the wings, try to extend this back line and create some openings. And it looks like exactly what they're going to do, pushing up on the right wing here, trying to find an attack.
Pinto driving inside, combining with Danny. But again, 15 just reading that one well and stretching out to block that through ball. Great work here by Damien K to track back and not allow the Knights to play another dangerous ball in behind as they look to counter.
Yeah, and we've already seen Danny Medeiros make a play like that where he tracks back, plays defense, and stops a good attack. And, well, Damien K, he says, if you can do it, I can do it too. Score still remaining 0-0, and with how the years have gone for both of these teams and the goal differentials, goals for and goals against for both sides, you'd think Humber, might have been able to sneak one through so far, but Niagara holding on strong, trying to maybe possibly create an upset here. But Humber, they'll push up here, and looks like they got some speed behind them.
Ball cut out there again. Humber just needs to be a little more precautious with the ball and creating quality passes into this middle as they try to break this midfield down.
Joseph has some good space on the right side. Now pass it off, cross into the box, going to the back side. K was set up, but ball gets away from him. A lot of argument there. Thought it was a corner kick.
It seemed like it came off the center back's head there. Very clearly, but referee disagrees.
If we can get a replay on it, we'll do our best to see. But yeah, tough one to say the least. Humber very adamant there. They wanted that corner kick. Could have been very detrimental to get a set piece like that.
And I have a sense here that Humber's going to push hard in the last 10 minutes of this game. Looking to get that goal before half, but again, just a great job by this Niagara center back to completely cut them off. As he's probably on his 5th or 6th interception there.
So we'll take another one here. The kick goes over, and does it hit off anybody? It's tough to say. It looks like it could have skinned his head.
Yeah. From the body language of the player, it definitely seems like he was a bit disappointed with his decision on that one. So even though it may not be able to tell just quite, let's
try to
see.
slow it down a little bit more. Oh, tough
Very
one.
tough to
yeah.
say.
And again, that was number 15, Victor Karuki.
Good ball in behind there for Santino. Can he get to that one?
Good space and good job to keep it in. Trying to set up K in the middle, but gets kicked away once again. The back line for Niagara has held on so strong. Humber has pushed from so many different areas, but just haven't been able to get one across. And again, you gotta credit number 15, like you've been highlighting him all game, Victor Karuki.
Yeah, and again, great. Humber seems to be finding that success on their right hand side, or the Niagara left hand side, that left back. Not be able to deal with Santino so far, and definitely finding a bit more success there than on the right side.
Cross in, going to the back side.
And there it is.
Luca Pinto is finally able to get one across. Ball crossed into the middle, and he gets a head on it. Finally, after so many attempts, the Humber Hawks are able to strike across for the first one of this game.
And there it is. Luca Pinto opens the score here today. Sneaks that one in. Love to see a left back making those runs in the box, left alone, and nothing else he could do from there than score. When you're left unmarked like that, good chance, great ball, and as you can see, he starts calling. I thought it was Danny, but it was actually Pinto there.
Yeah.
He was sneaking right behind Christian or Damien K, and left all unmarked to bury that one in.
You can kind of see it. It was on the other replay, but it was number 11, Nate Smith, kind of lost track of Luca Pinto. But ultimately, that's the first goal of the match, and Humber, well, they've had all their chances, and they're finally able to get one across.
And Niagara here will look to push to maybe get an equalizer before half, and maybe leaving themselves open for Humber to get another one.
Yeah, and this is where it gets dangerous, like you're saying. If Niagara starts pushing and being a little bit more aggressive, that can leave a lot of open space for Humber, and we can possibly see it right here.
And that's exactly what we're talking about. Nice little
touch by Danny. Shot on net. It goes in. just tucked in that far right post. Danny Medeiros gets his first of the match.
Wonderful play, and exactly what just happened. Niagara pushing forward, leaving that spacing behind. Danny Medeiros, who's so intelligent at finding the spaces, reading the play, recognizes that spacing behind, and McIntyre looks up, launches one, and center back just misses it. Danny gets a nice little touch, and from there he's able to sneak that one around the goalkeeper with a nice finesse shot.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Fantastic touch right there by Danny Medeiros, and like we were just saying, Niagara getting a little bit aggressive, leaving some open space in their backfield, and just like that, Humber strikes with almost within a minute of their first goal. They're able to strike back and get the second off of a player who's had a very good day. Number 10, Danny Medeiros.
Yeah, just a lovely touch there. And once he's in those positions, you don't see him miss from there. He's got the quality, the finish from far and from close.
And our cameraman upstairs almost just got nailed by the ball. I thought we were about to get hit, but it just kept sailing above, and oh man, I would I don't think I've worked on HSN for about 3 years now, and I don't think I've ever seen a ball come that close to this tower, especially the camera operator at the top. So just roughly 5 minutes here of regulation time remaining, and might be a minute or two added on for stoppage. But again, Humber, they dominated this first half and finally have been able to strike across to get 2. And they're not giving up. They're going to keep striving to try to get some more, but ball will just get away there. See a little bit of frustration out of Damian Kay. He wanted to get there and get his first of the match.
Ball back. TJ's able to press on that one. Can he create another chance here as he drives into the box?
Fantastic speed right there by Joseph.
Supported
Can't
by
get anything
Noah.
across. Heavy body. Ref's gonna say play on. And again,
I'd like to see that from referee, allowing a bit of a more letting players get stuck in, but not like that.
I was just about to say, I don't think he'll let that one go.
Good aggressivity shown from both teams there, fighting for the ball, all fair and play, but not from behind like that. And referee just getting a hold of it, doing a good job here.
Don't believe any cards were issued. We'll take one more look at it here, and again, yeah, just a heavy hit, and then mixed with the
Normal.
player losing his footing.
Yeah, just a normal play there as the Niagara player tries to cut across, and TJ just coming in to serve that pressure that they've done so well so far.
And we've seen him cause a lot of havoc so far. TJ just doing a really good job. We saw it on the attempt that he had just before that play.
Yeah, definitely a bit of an going under the radar here today, as he's been very active, playing in that second striker role, but being all over the place, serving as a second pressure man in all situations when Humber is able to squeeze in, and getting those little intercepting the ball or squeezing in as a second man just serves so much for this Humber team at the moment to get the ball back so quickly.
And it's very dangerous when you have so many good attackers and you're able to spread them out all over the field. You look on this left side, we've seen Luca Pinto, we've seen Danny Medeiros, Damian Kay. Oh, and then you look on the far right side, Santino, De Bartolo, and then you also have Christian Kasheshian and Thomas Joseph, who have just looked fantastic. And it's just a dangerous setup when you have both sides working for you on the wings.
Santino fouled again. Good opportunity here to swing one into the danger area.
And again, the wind to the back here of the kick.
I think we'll see Danny Medeiros on this one.
And I'm curious to see where Isaiah Noel goes, because really all these kind of free kicks, crosses, throw-ins, they've all gone to him, and he has the height on almost everybody on the field. So keep an eye out for number 4 in white. Ball
Good
most
ball.
likely go to him. Looked like they were trying to get it to him, but it was a little bit too low.
No, not enough players in the box. There was just nice little turn by Santino, and he gets fouled. Like they say, only the player or the ball must go through, and in that case, with a nifty move like that, you cannot let the player go through. As we're in the last minute of regulation here.
Yeah, like I mentioned, probably a minute or two added of stoppage time, or the ref might just say, call it at the 45. We'll see in matter of seconds here. But again, it's been a very good game from Humber. We've seen the attack work all day long. Not necessarily a corner kick coming here, a little bit of a modified one.
Leitch swings this one in back post to Christian, who can get it back in the box. Good slide tackle to clear that one from danger as Niagara looks to push here. Humber getting good numbers behind the ball. Great work from Pinto there, but referee deems he got the shoulder in a little too strong on the back there.
So we'll be hitting here. We're final minute of the regulation time, and we'll go into extra. It looks like there will be added about a minute or two. So we'll finish out the first half here. But again, it's just been dominance really out of Humber, and really why we see why they've been such a dominant program all these years. No call there. Ref says play on. So I'm not sure if I heard properly, but there might have been 4 minutes added of stoppage.
Seems about right with that injury that we dealt with. Oh, and he's pointing 2 minutes now.
2 minutes? All right.
I believe so.
We don't get any any information up here. We kind of, it's a guessing game, you know. It's you take the over, you take the under here. That's what we do in the broadcast booth.
Danny finding Pinto. Pinto's able to cut in. Continues to drive. Can he slip one in? As he tries to shoot, but he's fouled from behind, and this will be a beautiful area here for Danny Medeiros, who I'm sure is salivating at this great free kick opportunity here.
All right, now I got to ask you here. The ball's set up here. We always call you the free kick specialist. What would be your mindset coming in right here?
Well, if someone's not salivating, I'm salivating because top of the box here, depending how many goalkeeper puts on the wall, you can always try to go over, but you'll usually see the keeper cheating. So if you can power one or curl one into the right-hand side, I'm sure you could find but you got to hit the target from here. As the goalkeeper's got little reaction time. We see a 4-man wall.
And let's see if Danny can hear you all the way from the broadcast.
Little decoy run.
Here goes the kick. It's
Danny.
up. Curves to the post.
And that's another golazo from Danny. Getting it up and down over the wall there with ease. And goalkeeper frozen, stone and cold there. Can't do anything about that one. Let's have a look.
And it'll look like that'll be the end of the first half, but it also looked like Danny Medeiros might have had the earpiece in listening to you talking.
It's going to be a great angle here as we see decoy runs. Wall doesn't budge, keeper doesn't move. And then he says, I'll take this one home.
Curves it right over the wall to that left post, and Humber will have a 3-0 lead as we head to halftime. And really an all-around good half it was for Humber. We saw the offense finally starting to strike late, and everything else, you know, it's just the setups for all the plays in the offense is probably the key thing that I've been seeing so far of play. But we'll take a short break and be right back with you with more action here at the Ontario Soccer Centre.
But it's like, yeah, it was weird. It's just like here. And then as I'm going, like, you obviously can kind of tell where it's going to land, but then it starts hanging. And then it's like to the point where I was like, here, the ball's not going to land.
Hey, Dick, you need those stats?
Like, I try to go, and I miscatch the ball. Like,
Who is?
yeah,
Also doesn't have a stat sheet. I'm looking right at it.
that was,
Rick, give me 1 sec. What do you need first? Time?
welcome back here for second half action at the Ontario Soccer Centre in Vaughan, Ontario, between the host town Humber Hawks and the visiting Niagara Knights. And well, what a first half it was for Humber. They really just dominated, to say the least. All we saw was just them in the attacking zone all half long, and now, well, we'll see if they can continue that pace up here.
Yeah, we got Danny Medeiros sitting on a double. Nice little first goal, get the touch passes defender and sneaky finish. And to add on to his free kick tally for the season, just another banger coming from him.
Yeah, Danny has had himself a very good season. Coming into today, he had 4 goals and, well, now up to 6. Humber will look still to try to get the offense rolling. They've scored 3, but we know they usually don't want to ever stop pushing the pace. They were in control all of half one, and they'll look to try to continue that trend here, and they're doing a good job early on.
Yeah, we see the legend Michael Flyhoon come back into the pitch here today.
A little bit of a tangle up here at midfield.
As well as Wais Rahimi coming into that midfielder. Humber swapping out their full midfield here. We also see Franz Maya coming into the attacking mid, and Santiago here at number 16 on the right hand side of this diamond.
And right back to what we were seeing early on, Humber in control. They're going to try to create another play here. We saw them utilize both wings very, very well last time, or excuse me, in the first half. And we'll see if they will continue to keep doing that here, and it looks like they are. They worked it up that right side, couldn't get something going, and immediately just went back and tried to push up the left, and now Niagara will try to push out of their own zone.
Maya gets fouled there in midfield, and following that one out, the Knight player will need a substitution.
Possible injury here. We saw him motioning for the substitution. And with the colder weather and, you know, heading now into late October, some of the balls that get hit off your leg or the contact of foot on foot stings just a little bit more with the cold weather.
Especially when you're down 3-0. Santino waits for his support. Plays one off for Santiago, who sings a dangerous ball in the box.
Gets away.
TJ looking to leap over his defender there, and just can't get enough juice after the ball was locked so highly there. Behind the ball.
And that sun setting just over top of the dome right there. You can see it getting picked up on the camera. Looks like Niagara will take control of throw-in here on the far right. Goes right to Isaiah, and he'll just kind of header it down, and now he'll just kick it out.
If you're Niagara here, you got nothing to lose, so they got to push for that goal and looking to start digging away at that scoreboard.
Big contact and penalty called right there.
Flick on attempt there, but no one there to get onto the end of that one.
Cleared on out here, and any danger averted right there. Humber will try to go the opposite way. It's K. Trying to set up TJ.
He's offside, and that one won't count.
Trying to get a good setup play there, but couldn't break it through. It was Damian K and Thomas Joseph, those two working in tandem right there. Looks like another injury here on the side of Niagara. Have that substitution coming out. And again, the colder weather it plays a big factor when it comes to these outdoor games. The ball that was hitting your leg back in early September when the weather was still warm probably doesn't hurt as bad as it is right now, as we're halfway through October. Trying to change up the play here and push pace up that left wing are the Hawks.
Working away. Dangerous ball in the box for Niagara player to clear that one, but second chance here. Santino again. Santiago.
Trying to clear it, but can't.
Volley blocked, and TJ again getting this one back top of the box. Allowing Humber to go right back at this Niagara defense.
And again, the dangerous thing about this Humber offense is they just proved it once again. They can strike from anywhere on the field. We saw it on the left wing. Couldn't get one to fall through. And like you said, Santiago just close there.
There he is. Good little chip through ball for Santino, and that looks like a handball.
Nothing gets called though.
Just be a throw in here.
So quietly having a good game on that right side. Santino De Bartolo, he's doing a really good job trying to create any havoc that he can up that right wing.
Exactly, and linesman assists the main referee there, letting him know that it was a handball. And again, this right-hand side might be a little more difficult to get that ball in over and through the wind. But if Humber's able to get a first post run, they might be able to get a flick on. Nice ball by Damien as it falls. No one to pounce on that one. Damien will take this one himself as he looks like he was fouled as he was able to get a touch with his left foot there and maybe tripped up on the corner of that box for a penalty. But
yeah, nothing called though, so play will resume. Hawks up here, 3-0.
A bit tangled up into the ball there, but getting it right back. And here Humber's got to play a little bit faster if they want to get that 4th goal. I'll let that one run as he was offside.
And this is where Humber can get dangerous late in games. They've had their opportunities. They've been pushing the pace. They've already scored 3, but we know that this offense can strike for plenty more. See how they can fare right here, continuing to push it on the outside of the box.
Santino tries to flick that one over his defender, but nothing there.
Lets it go out, and looks like we'll have a corner kick.
Two Santis very active on this right-hand side here, combining and getting onto second balls, giving themselves a second chance to get the ball into a dangerous area here.
Yeah, don't worry about getting the, you can follow it, don't know it.
Again, we got a set piece coming here.
Actually, make sure you
As
get that.
Franz, the left footer, swings this one in. High, back post for Isaiah. Forced out for another. And no, it will be a goal kick.
It looked like Humber was trying to make a substitution, but not enough time in between the breaks right there, so they'll continue their action here. Still pushing the pace on the outside. Santino trying to find an opening. Just play a little pass back and forth here.
Seems like he took a hit. He's still down on that left side of the field. We see Humber kick this one.
Yeah, we see him still down on that far side. There was another heavy contact where there's no call out either. Looks like the sub can come in, and the trainer will run onto the field here to try to check on the player down for the Hawks. So back up to his feet and getting help off the field right there is Waiz. Good to see that he's all right, a little bit shaken up, and again, probably the element of the cold playing into a factor. It's some of these collisions, they hurt a little bit more, sting a little bit more. but good to see that he's able to get up under his own power and walk off the field. It's key coming up, especially with the playoffs just around the corner for these Humber Hawks. One more regular season game against a very tough opponent, the Conestoga Condors, who sit atop the division 8-0. And action will resume here. Humber will try to continue on the pressure that they have after that long little intermission.
Sting taking out a bit of the game here. Let's see if Humber's able to pick it up and try to put some more on the board, or if Niagara's able to spring back up and show some signs of life here. Another player down, requiring assistance.
And we've seen a bunch of players already head to the bench. You gotta wonder, or start to wonder really, with side of Niagara, hopefully none of these injuries are serious. You know, obviously player safety and health is #1 here in the OCAA. But again here with the weather, with how it is, the conditions, and you know, these two teams, they've been playing hard all day long. You know, sometimes you get a pulled muscle and it hurts a little bit more. It looks like what it is. Looks like it's a hamstring. Trying to push it down the field, but can't get that one to go. So Niagara will kind of, again, get stalled out at midfield. Try to push it up the right wing here, but play will be blown dead. Just approaching the 62nd minute in this match.
Free kick quickly taken by Franz Maga. Swinging this one into the dangerous ball.
Just over the top of the net.
Santino, I believe, leaping over, trying to get that one into the back of the net. It was a well-lifted ball in behind the defense for Santino to hop onto.
And again, a play on one of these kind of crosses into the middle by Humber just seems that they just keep prevailing on those, and they're having great success on the wings. So why strive away from that game plan? Just keep it up and keep that pressure on. That's exactly what they're doing. Niagara, though, trying to counter back here, can't get anything set up.
You see Santino operating on the opposite side now, filling in for Waiz, who had to come out due to that injury.
Yeah, still getting checked out there at the trainer's table.
Hopefully he's all right.
Trying to work it up here on the right wing is Humber. Good first step. But Niagara, the only thing that's really been their saving grace so far today has just been that defense. Holding on strong, and well, they hold on strong right there. That one hits the operations table right underneath us. Not sure the extent of the damage. Nobody can make a play down there. Tough break for the ops team. Ball sent though, far side, can't get there.
Bring that one down. Nice little touch there, but Niagara doing a good job to squeeze on that second hand pressure. And Humber returning in favor as France slips Christian in.
Ball just gets away though from Christian Kasheshian.
Good recovery there from the Niagara defender to not let him take a comfortable first touch, which would have probably led to another great chance there. Christian be able to add to his tally on the season, as he had those two early chances, which I'm sure he's wanting to return a favor here for some of those assists that players are creating for him.
And again, you got to credit the goalkeeping for the side of the Knights, Sean Derricott. He's done a very good job just shutting down and limiting Humber to the best of his ability. And it's been really hard with the amount of chances Humber has had and the amount of pressure they've applied all game long, and they're doing it again right here.
Good little find. Can Santino make his way out of this one? But again, good pressure there from the three players on Niagara. That'll be offside as they bounce that one quickly off the throw-in.
So again, so far Humber has just dominated this entirety of the game. They've looked really poised, looked very good, and they're holding strong here late in the second half, trying to close things out at home for the 2023 regular season. They've played very good here all year long, trying to end on a winning note. Working through the middle here, nice plays.
Nice little leap to get that one back. Stage is on the end of another one here in midfield.
Been very active all day, and I think it might be safe to say that the player of the game will go to Danny Medeiros. But you know, sometimes the honorable mentions, and you gotta look at TJ and what he's been able to do today. Very good honorable mention.
100% there, and yes, Danny was extremely active in this first half on both sides of the pitch, intercepting many balls there in midfield and applying that good pressure that Humber needed in that first half to succeed, and eventually it does pay off even against a low block here. And through two great plays there of Humber recognizing when the pressure was on and finding that space in behind and pouncing on the set piece is also crucial to break it down. And here's another one. Falls to the back post for Santino.
Trying to find an opening, but Niagara will be able to get a foot on it and clear it out of their zone. Trying to get a counterattack. Here's Niagara. A lot of open field, but you see the Humber back line, well, they back check very, very well.
Swings that one into the middle, but our third goalkeeper is in today for the second half, doing a good job there to pick that one up and launch a new attack for Humber.
Heavy kick across the field, trying to find some open space.
Gonna switch the play and a beautiful touch by Pinto. Still another chance here for him.
Can't find anything, but they're going to keep holding on to this pressure.
Similar to that second goal there where Noah was able to find that crossfield ball. Pinto doing a good job to try and come inside.
I believe a free kick will be called right there, and again in a very dangerous spot.
Yes, this will be a beautiful chance here for a left footer. I believe the only one here is Franz Mella. Does have a good foot behind him, and using the wind to his advantage here, he would be able to curl one in.
I was about to say, all right, free kick specialist, what is the game plan here? What are you looking at, Fed?
Yeah, this is definitely a left footers here, especially with the wind coming here. You'll want to whip this one right over the head of number 4 and away from the goalkeepers. He'll be probably diving in. And if you can set up a couple of key players, a couple cover players around the wall, you'll definitely be able to. Oh, nice little set piece here. Are they trying to build something up?
Looks like Niagara was able to read that one well.
That one's just a little too slow. I would have liked to see a shot on target there. If you're going to execute those set pieces, those training ground plays, it's got to be executed with pace and conviction to really sell it.
Looked like they were close to completing it, but again, Niagara just were able to lock up and find it, shut it down quickly. So here we are rolling now, 71st minute. Humber just trying to cruise along here to their 7th win of the year. Currently up 3-0. They've played a fantastic game up until this point. Throwing and slowly working down the line here is Niagara, but it looks like Humber will have the throw-in. Kick down the field, but held at midfield. The Hawks trying to find any opening here. They want to strike for their 4th one. Here's a good chance.
Good look there by Maya to try and slip Santino in, and he was just a step ahead there. Fortunately, offside.
And again, Shane Derricott. Got to tip your cap. He's been very active, and he's had to be active all game long. Because again, the pressure that Humber has had on Niagara has been immense all 73 minutes. And he's been very, very active. He has let in 3, but again, you got to tip your cap to the young man right there.
Nice little flick over Santiago, but he's not letting that one go through.
Trying to get a quick throw in here to possibly set something up on the right side. Looks like they'll just kind of elect though to take it to the open field here.
Working this line, getting it past his players and just running out of space there.
Luca Pinto has been very active all day long. We saw him in the first half, what he was able to do, capitalizing on a nice cross into the box. And this time around, again, he's just trying to create some havoc there on that far left side.
Yeah, he definitely provides some of that special key of offense that Humber has up their pocket, where he's a right-footed left back who's able to invert, come inside, break into some break through those midfield lines, but also be his player down the line, as he's shown that he can play a ball in with his weak foot, with his left foot there, and just showing that he can offer plenty of offense, defensive weapons here as a left back. Good little through ball there by Maya as Christian tries to hold this one up. Santiago, nice little move in between the players, roll.
Nothing there. Ball continues. No one in dangerous area here. What's he gonna do? Step over. Lays that one off for Santino. Back post. We got numbers. He starts juggling the ball and just a little too casual there. Too easy for the Niagara defense to clear that one.
Holding strong again is this Niagara defense.
Santino
Humber has had
again.
multiple good chances. That one gets away. Looks like it was Luca once again. He sails it over the net, and right there, I mean, multiple great attempts for Humber to get something going, but the back line held on strong for the Knights. One of their players went down early in that attack with looked like heavy contact in the box that wasn't called. And he got right back up, limping and all, trying to fill in the gaps, and he was able to do that.
Yeah, following a nice little croqueta there for Santiago, who was able to beat two guys and kind of niffed his way through the crowd there, but ball bounced back. Noel McIntyre did a nice little job top of the box, slipping Santino for, and here we'll see why he's come back into the play.
And that's always a good sight to see. Obviously went down earlier in this half with an injury and got checked out on the table, got cleared to come back in. And again, player safety and health is number one priority in the OCAA.
Good recovery tackle there from Maya. The ball was behind him, and he's able to get a nice slide tackle to not let Niagara through the most dangerous area of the pitch there.
And it just hits right down underneath us again. Humber, they don't care that it was a Niagara throw, and they're still pushing the pace, get the ball right back and try to drive up the field, but the back line of Niagara hold on strong, not allowing a play to break out. Try to counter it their way here. Just try to at least get one across. And this game here for the Knights would be, at this point, the goal. Humber, like I said, they ran away to a 3-0 lead in that first half, and look at this. They have the players and numbers advantage right here.
Noel finds Waiz here. Looks to swing one into the box. Dealt with the Niagara and the center backs. The ball falls to Santiago, who's been so nifty in these tight little areas as TJ slips him in. He has a shot on target saved by the goalkeeper. And another chance here.
It was TJ right there. He's been active all game long, and we were just highlighting him, and he shows why. Another good play right there by 11. And like you mentioned, Santino right there did a great job.
Gets a shot off. Keeper has a good save there, and just after that, we didn't see on the replay, but TJ was able to get a shot off and just kind of gets a bit under it and to the left of the ball as it goes right and over the net.
Yeah, he's had a good game in net. I believe number 2 is what he's wearing on that jersey.
Here as they try to break through the middle, Santiago was there to block that one, but free kick Knights as they play quickly here. Niagara here with a decent chance through the middle as he cuts inside. McIntyre gets a good slide tackle, good touch, and cleared out of danger. Oh, as here, Humber gets a good opportunity to counter.
Cleared out, kept in though. Nice play right there by Kasheshian.
Kasheshian, who was just not able to get enough juice behind it. But another good opportunity there to counter. Maybe add another one to this tally here for the Hawks.
He was having a little bit of a quiet game, had some good chances in the first half, and he's finally slowly starting to awake here in the second. Humber now pushing up.
In the middle and cut out there. Game opening up a little bit more here as Niagara definitely looks to push to get that consolation goal at the very least here. Again, another chance here for Humber to break through as Niagara's got high numbers in the opposite half.
Yeah, it looks like Niagara just kind of wants to go home, not with that clean sheet against them. They want to at least get that one, like you said, that consolation.
Who knows? They still got time. It's 10 minutes left in this regulation, and after one, maybe two, maybe three, we've seen it in some crazy games before, but Humber should hold on to this one.
Yeah, no, also all barring, excuse me, all the stoppage time. Most likely going to have a bunch after the injuries and whatnot. Here goes TJ. A lot of open room, crossing the box, but nobody's going to be there besides Niagara defenders.
Yeah, as much as Humber here may be looking for that fourth, the numbers aren't showing for it in the final third. As you're not able to score, it will be very difficult to score 1v3, 1v4. Santiago finds TJ, who's been so successful down the swing again, as he's able to cut in. Can he get into a better pass?
Cross into the box, nobody going to be there, and gotten by the goalie. He makes another big save in a big key moment. Been the real reason why his team is still in it. He's been active all day, and he's had some big key saves. Mentioned it, 10 more minutes of regulation time. Not quite sure the exact total of stoppage just yet. Depending on the outcomes in the next 10 minutes, it could vary. But don't go away, or don't go anywhere. Afterwards, we have the women's team coming up, and they'll take on the women's Niagara Knights team. And there's also a bunch of seniors on that squad that are playing their final games here at the Ontario Soccer Centre in Vaughan, Ontario, donning the Humber Hawks logo on their chest. Talk more about that when that game starts up in about hours time. But nonetheless, we'll finish off this one. Humber still trying to, seems to look for goal number 4 on the day. They never really give up, and looks like a penalty called on the far side.
Santiago doing his best here to beat his man down the middle, and we've seen him hit some good shots from outside the box before, and this one just sails wide.
He's been very active since coming into the game in the start of the second half, and you mentioned he's had some nice little quick moves when he gets into the box to try to evade some of the defenders. Just looks like the ball rolls away a little bit too far sometimes.
Shishin, one-on-one opportunity here. Looking to combine with Maya. Can you find him again?
Not allowing anything on that one, and good defensive play right there on the right side.
Fire doing a great job there, just to cut out the Niagara Knight player and forcing him to just kick it out for a goal kick. McIntyre, long ball here for Kashishian, just short.
Heavy contact, ref not going to call anything, says play on.
Made a nice little job there in the middle to find Pinto. Can Pinto slip one more for TJ? TJ with a good strike on goal, and keeper safe hands. But another chance here for Humber as Kashishin brings it down, and looks like he was fouled again, but nothing there.
Said it best right there. DJ trying to get his first tally of the game. Looked very good, just couldn't get that one across. Another good strike. Sean, though, in net. Derricott, he's been very active and makes another key save for the Niagara Knights.
Fancy feet, finds McIntyre. McIntyre on this left wing with some fancy step overs. Back to Pinto. Pinto tries to have a strike.
Pinto
It's
already has
deflected.
one. Coming out of the net, making the smart play right there, number 2. And Pinto, like I said, he already has one in the day, looking for the second. And if he does end up scoring here, it'd be only 2 goal scorers in the game for Humber, but both guys would have 2 on the day. Roughly 5 minutes left here of regulation time. Again, we're just going to wait for any kind of clarification because, once again, we don't get word up here in the broadcast booth of how much stoppage time gets added. We kind of just take a gander and take a good old guess.
Nice little slip there for Chishishin. And again, another great save by the goalkeeper. Saying, you're not coming in today.
It's about the 6th or 7th time we've seen him have a one-on-one right in front of him, and he's come away and prevailed.
Yeah, he's denied Chishishin for maybe 2 or 3 good chances today. France, and that one will be a penalty.
Yeah, but in the box, penalty kick. You can hear some of these Niagara players kind of venting their frustration. We know we've seen some calls not go their way today.
Yeah, McIntyre there is just in front of his player, and nice little build up there with a little 1-2. France one time gets his first touch past his player, and he's just fouled from behind. Let's see who takes this one. Looks like it's going to be France Meya. The left footer.
Can he strike for the back of the net? Franz Meya. Shot up. Another great save.
It's a great save here. Niagara Knight goalkeeper just holding strong in the second half, preserving that Niagara pride. Although free penalty could have been a little bit stronger and tucked away a little further into the net, as it remains 3-0 and goalless here in the second.
Yeah, another look at the save right here. Picks the right side and makes another great save. Fantastic angle right behind the net.
Technically speaking, there should be a retake, as 11 ran in very early into the box, and this was a Premier League. There would be a retake, but not here today.
Stipulations of the game and where we currently sit, the ref just says it's all right, play on. Just getting away right there from Thomas. And again, Niagara trying to counter, and like you mentioned, just trying to get that consolation goal. Want to walk away here, trying not to give up that clean sheet. They played hard, but haven't been able to break through the back line.
TJ, here he goes.
Some nifty moves.
Meya. Ball just slips past him, and Niagara Knight able to get a toe behind that one. Not sure if that was a shot or a cross there, but nevertheless a dangerous ball into the area.
Didn't look like there was any Hawks in the surrounding area for that ball in. Offside called right there down the left line. Just about 30 seconds left here in regulation time. And again, it's been Humber that has just dominated every aspect of this game. We saw it early. We saw them really take control and hold Niagara in their own zone, which felt for almost 20 minutes. And they're doing that just here again to finish everything off.
Shishin finds Maya, nice little turn. He's in on goal, and he scores. Able to get back after missing that penalty, and burying down into the bottom right corner after a beautiful little turn.
And you said it. He finally gets his chance after that penalty kick where he couldn't score it, and right here makes a nice play.
Beautiful little turn there, and able to redeem himself, keeping his composure and keeping can do nothing about that one.
Play really set up there by Sheshian, and then just tucks it right inside that right post. Beautiful angle of it right here.
Maybe a little stubborn there, still going to his right hand side and showing the goalie I'll still go there and burying this one. Able to redeem himself here and not letting Niagara keep that shutout in the second half.
And he gets his first of the game, Franz Mella.
I believe that is his first as a Hawk as well.
We'll have to dive into the scorebooks to double check that, but if it is, congratulations. So that is indeed his first as a Hawk. Two assists on the year and his first goal. So nice spot right there, partner. Humber will just kind of let it rain out, try to get to the end of this one. We are in that stoppage time now.
Pinto combining with Wai's nice little play there. Can he get that one in the box? It's cleared off for a corner. The last few plays of this game, as we run down this additional time in regular. Pinto behind this one. High and wide for Isaiah. Tries to volley that one in. Referee calls it a day.
Isaiah Knoll couldn't get his foot to that one, but nonetheless, like you said, ref will call that the game, and well, what a good game it was for Humber.
Our last home game of the season here in the OCAA, as they go on and try to clinch that first place, going to Conestoga away.
It'll be a tough one. Humber advancing to 7-0-2 on the year, and like you mentioned, they'll go to face the Condors for that last game of the regular season. Winner, well, it really could determine who finishes first in this conference. Nonetheless, a good final game for the Hawks. They played hard all day long and have some of the replays here of some of the goals. That's what got us started right there. And then it was Danny Medeiros that kind of really took it all away in that first half. 2 goals.
Good little ball there by Kishishian. And although he wasn't able to bury the early ones, Pinto snuck into the box to bury that one and take that one into his own hands. Minutes later, McIntyre with the long ball in behind the defense, and Danny Medeiros driving in behind, nice little touch with the outside of his foot, getting past his player, and keeper coming out and just slipping that one by him, making it 2-0 in just a span of less than 2-3 minutes there, turning this game around after a frustrating first 30. And at the end of the half, we see Danny Medeiros strike again from a free kick, and it's a beautiful shot, dipped over the wall. Keeper can't do anything for that. Little decoy runs, nothing to worry about because the ball's going to the back of the net. And at the end of this regulation, Franz Mayo was creating quite a few chances in and around the box, and he was able to get on the penalty, but it was saved by the Niagara Knight goalkeeper, who's standing on his head in the second half to really try and keep that shutout. But in this final play in the half, Mayo gets a nice little turn, slips through, and buries that one into the back of the net for his first goal as a Humber Hawk. Beautiful little left foot turn there, and leaving the goalkeeper nothing to do there. Wrapping this one up 4-0 on the last home game of the season.
And like you said, partner, Humber win it 4-0, and we mentioned it multiple times, but they have one more game. October 14th, they'll head over to Conestoga to face off against the Condors as they try to fight for first place in this conference. Don't go away. We have more soccer action happening here from the Ontario Soccer Centre. It's the women's teams up now for the Humber Hawks and the Niagara Knights. From Zach Benoit and Federico Liao. Stay tuned.